Alright. So the word is out on the blog that the new Apple iOS 14 update is completely rolled out, and that means for us Facebook advertisers, shit is going down. Well, let me tell you, that's where you're thinking wrong. What's going on YouTube? If you don't know who I am, my name is Yash, and on this channel we talk all things digital marketing, e-commerce, and of course dropshipping. So I know there's been a ton of stuff in the air lately of how Apple's new iOS 14 update can potentially hinder the performance of Facebook ads. So if you're anyone like myself who predominantly utilizes the Facebook advertising platform to drive traffic to e-commerce businesses and other websites, you definitely want to pay attention to this entire video because I'm going to be sharing with you guys 3 main steps to implement on the back end of Facebook to make sure you're safe from the iOS 14 update. At the end of the day, as a digital marketer, I believe not only is it important to adapt and pivot where and when needed, but also obtain new pieces of information and implement it in your businesses in order to keep moving up the ladder and beat your competition. With that being said, I don't want to keep this video too long. I do highly recommend to implement these 3 steps, however, like I said before, in order to keep running Facebook ads as efficiently as possible and to maximize your results at the end of the day. Make sure you guys drop a huge like on this video. It will really help me out, and while you're at it, make sure you guys are also subscribed to the channel with that post notification bell turned on so you guys are updated with all recent videos. Without any further ado, let's hop behind the screen. Alright, so let's make this simple and quick. There's 3 steps in total. I'm going to walk you guys through each one of them step by step. The first step being verifying the domain with Shopify. So verifying the domain is quite straightforward, ladies and gents. What you want to do is make sure you're in business settings. If you don't know how to get here, go over to the business tools or the menu bar and just click right here where it says business settings. It should obviously bring you to this page. Afterwards, make sure you have the right business manager selected and come down here to brand safety and click on domains. After you do that, you want to go ahead and add your domain depending on where you registered and purchased your domain from. That's totally up to you. I personally just like to utilize Shopify directly to keep it nice, simple, and straightforward. So I'm going to go ahead and paste my domain name, and then you want to click on add domain. So obviously this is not verified just yet, as it says not verified. There's 3 ways to verify your domain: meta tag verification, HTML file upload, and then DNS verification. I personally think DNS verification is the easiest way, especially if you purchase it directly from Shopify. So what you want to do is go down here to step number 2 and copy this. You want to go ahead and copy this entire code right here. Make sure you don't miss any numbers or characters in general. So I'm going to be using another store as an example, but essentially I clicked on domains, and what you want to do is click on the primary domain name and click on DNS settings. After you go to DNS settings, what you essentially want to do is go over here to add custom record, add TXT record. Over here in name, you want to obviously input @ and the TXT value is what you just copied from the business settings, and then you want to go ahead and press confirm. So after you do click confirm on the last step, you want to go back over here and click on verify. Usually takes 48 to 72 hours to verify. Don't panic if you don't see it right away. Once it is, there's nothing else you really have to do, and you'll see basically what it says for this domain name right here, verified, and that's basically all. Beautiful. So after we verified our domain successfully, we move on to step 2, which is enabling advanced matching plus our conversions API. So for this step, we want to be in our events manager. How you get to this page is clicking on the menu or business tools, and events manager should be right here. After this page loads, make sure you have the right pixel selected as well. Next, what we want to do is head over to settings and scroll down and ensure this automatic advanced matching is on, that is enabled, and also click on show options and make sure each one of these fields are also on or enabled as well. This is very important to do. Once you do that, you also want to ensure this is turned on or enabled, track events automatically without code. And with conversions API, what you're essentially going to do is go down here to choose a partner and click on Shopify. In my case, it is already connected, so I don't have to do anything. But as long as you're logged into your Facebook account and your Shopify account in the background, this should basically connect automatically, and that's all you have to do for this step. Great, we're on a roll here, and hopefully you guys are also following along with myself. The next and last thing we have to do, ladies and gentlemen, is configure our events. This is by far the most important thing to implement with the new iOS 14 update by our side. So right from step 2, you still want to be in the events manager. We want to scroll up and go to overview. After we go to overview, we want to come down here and click on aggregated event measurement. As you can see, this is a newly added feature in the events manager. Once you click on that tab, go ahead and head on over to manage events. So let's click on this drop down, and what I essentially did here and what you want to do as well is assign the pixel each event from lowest priority to highest priority. That's why I have search, view content, add to cart, initiate checkout, add payment info, and purchase. And make sure each event has the same pixel attached towards it, as you can see right here. This is very important. After you do that, you want to go ahead and click on save. So after those steps are done and completed, the next thing you want to go ahead and do is get Facebook Pixel Helper if you already do not have it. This is a free Google Chrome extension, and I think every digital marketer, especially if you're running Facebook ads, should definitely have it. Facebook Pixel Helper, like I said, is a little Google Chrome extension which you can enable on any website, or in fact it enables by itself as long as a website has a Facebook pixel attached towards it. So even bigger brands and stuff like that will have a Facebook pixel, obviously, as long as they're running some sort of Facebook ad. So as you can see, we have our pixel connected right here, and that's just a green check mark or a further validation, meaning that our pixel is verified and also it is active on our store, registering all the different events. Thank you for sticking till this point in the video, ladies and gents. I hope this was informative and helpful. Remember, if you are actively running Facebook ads, go ahead and implement these 3 steps, or even if you're about to go ahead and run Facebook ads in the near future, make sure these 3 steps are implemented beforehand. As always, if you do have any questions, thoughts, or concerns, feel free to drop them in the comments down below, because I do reply to each and every single one of them. Furthermore, feel free to check out all the links and resources down in the description below, as they can be very helpful for your Shopify dropshipping business. Thanks again for tuning in, and until the next one, your boy is out. Peace.